Good evening, and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. I hope you can hear me. We just had a brief audio problem there, so I hope I am live and everybody can hear. Good evening, Mystical Unicorn Painting. Welcome. Hello, Sarah. And good evening, Roger. Thank you for that resub there. Wow, we're getting off to a good start. So, what are we going to be doing tonight? We've got a bit of a mash of games. We're playing 2 games from Big Potato Games. They're one of my favourite companies, making awesome family and party-based games. And we're going to be playing Nice Buns and Snakesss. You've got to do the S for snakes, haven't you, hey? So we've got 2 games to do tonight. Nice Buns is what we'll start with. Snakes might be a bit more of an explanation and maybe going through the cards. It's definitely a type of game where we need to be all sat round a table and there's hidden information and a sort of a hidden traitor character. So it may not quite work in our sort of format here on the channel, but we will take a good look at the game because it is rather splendid and it's a perfect game for the festive season coming up when you have friends and family around. So that we'll take a look at that in a bit. Right then, I guess we can get started because you see I'm hungry. And I've prepared myself some bao buns. I should absolutely get points for dedication to the games that we present on the channel here. So, okay, let's clear stuff up a little bit. So we're going to move this out of the way because we will deal with that later. And we have our game of bao buns, and because of the nature of these games, they are so easy to learn. I'm just going to learn and play this game straight out of the box. Hello, Lorna. Good evening. So you're hungry too. When you wanted to get your dinner out of the oven, you found it defrosting. I do that so often. So often the oven could have been on for an hour, and I turn around and find the plates are still on the top. Chris, are you in on the chat? I can see your icon there. Let's bring you on in.
Can you hear me?
Good
Sorry,
evening,
just double
Chris.
checking.
Yes, we can hear you fine. How are you?
Okay, fantastic. A panicked message from somebody.
Has she roped you into it? She didn't have to.
No, it's all right. Absolutely fine. I was just sitting down to do some painting, and then I happened to just check my phone because I usually have it off to the side to see if anyone messages me. And it's like 3 or 4 messages. Just like
panic.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, so, bless.
Yeah.
Well, this is nice. You and I can play, and of course, the chat you'll be able to play as well. Though, of course, it will be down to my bad dice rolls, as is always the case. So there we go. Lostor, welcome. Good evening. Those buns have been steamed. Granted, though, they're possibly getting a little bit colder now than I would probably like, but as we play the game, I will be tucking on in. Ordinarily, I would not eat at the table when we play games, but hey, it's all thematic, yeah? Right. Let's open the box and explain the game. And it's
I thought those came with.
Yes. Well,
I thought they were part of the game. I'm very disappointed.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, this is one of the things is that since I had the game, I didn't know what bao buns were, and so I went out and got them, and now I'm addicted to them. So Big Potato Games,
so good.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know, they make me want to eat potatoes. Now they're making me eat bao buns. What's going on? So
there's a pub. Yeah. Not to derail. Sorry, there's a pub in Brighton.
That's all right.
Called the Pond, and they do bao buns, and they do them very well. They're really, really good, and they're just in the lanes, like very touristy area. So if you're ever in Brighton, absolutely worth a stop into the pond to get some bao buns. Thus endeth the promo.
No, it's good. It's good. I would talk about the actual buns that I went and got, but I've thrown all the packaging away. Right. So what do we have? We have to set this up just here. This is the central sort of reserve. We're going to have ourselves some player boards. Nice and easy. There we go. So I think what we'll do is, Chris, you can be yellow, I will be red, and chat, you can be blue. We have a nice little help card there just to tell us what to do in the game, but it is super, super easy. We've got our dice. All right. Again, something else that I really like is just go onto YouTube and type in how to play Nice Buns. That's all you got to do. It will teach us how to play, but the instructions are so easy. So here we go. The goal of the game is to be the first customer to fill up their plate with 3 sets of 3 bao buns in 3 different colours. It's all about the threes. So to set up, we all have a plate each, which are empty. We put all of the buns into the steamer and we give it a good shake. Shake, shake, shake. Next, take 6 buns at random from the bag and place them onto the serving tray. All right, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and we've got to turn these around because they have wonderfully little smiley faces. Who doesn't want to eat them with their little smiley faces? There we go. Done that. Get each player to pick 2 random non-matching buns from the bag and place them in front of them, not on their serving trays. Okay, so let's go here. Here are your 2, Chris. You got a fish head bun. That's no good. We don't need that, so we put that back in the bag. Get another one. You got a yellow. There we go. Over to me. I have a green. Oh, and a grey. No good. Take another one. I got a yellow. Over to chat. Chat, you have a red and a green. There we go. Let's move these dice just there. Okay. That's that done. So easy. We'll get our dice tray. Let's put that just there so we can see where the dice go. In fact, we'll put them in here. So what do we have? We have the choose the starting player. So I guess, Chris, you can start. They get to roll the dice. Well, I'll be rolling it for you. Then each of these dice do different things. The small dice lets you take buns from the steamer, so out of the bag. The medium-sized die lets you take buns from the serving tray in the middle. And the small die lets you do a special action. And let's just take a look here. Oh, sorry, I've done that completely the wrong way. Great start. The small dice takes the buns from the bag. The medium dice... There we go. The medium dice lets you take from the serving tray, and the large dice gives you the special actions. And the symbols are, there's a one with an arrow with the bun. You get to give a bun to another player. There's a bun with a mask. You get to steal a bun from another player as long as it's not on their plate. Once buns go onto a player's plate, they are safe, they are banked. And then the final symbol is swap one of your buns with another player, so long as it's not on their plate. They don't get a choice. Alright, so those are the 3 actions. Now this is the interesting aspect to the game, is that even though you might be rolling these dice, it's the player... so when you roll the dice, you get to split the dice into to 2 groups. And they can be in whatever order you want them to be. So they can be, if you wanted, let's do the large dice and put those 2 together. Or let's do those groups together. Or in fact, you could have all 3 together and have one group with nothing. All right? Because then what happens is that the player on your left gets to choose which group of dice they want to use. All right? And the others, the ones that are left, are the ones that you get to use. And then, so one by one, carry out the actions of the dice. You must action the smallest dice first, followed by the middle, followed by the large. Whenever you collect a new bun, place it in front of you, not on your serving tray, as long as you haven't got any fish head buns. Oh, sorry. As soon as you collect a set of 3 buns of the same colour, you can then put them onto your plate. Once all the free action dice have been used, then play moves on to the next player, who will get to roll the dice, and then again the player to their left will get to choose from their groupings. So the only thing we need to talk about are the fish head buns, the grey buns. So these are super smelly and can absolutely ruin the flavour of your other nicer buns. If you collect a fish head bun, you must place it in front of you and add it to your largest set of buns, but not including the ones already on your plate. So the ones on your plate are safe, but if you have groups, maybe if I had 2 blue here and 1 yellow, if I get a grey, the grey would go with the 2 blue. Okay. Now, the problem with a fish head bun is it cannot go onto your plate. It's kind of, what's the word? It's like a bit of a joker, isn't it? It can't, doesn't do you any favours. The thing is that you are trying to collect groups of 3. If you go to a group of 4, right, then you have to discard all of those buns back into the steamer bag. So if you get a grey, that's potentially what you're going to have to do. It's the only way to get rid of those greys. So they kind of act as a bit of a blocker. The serving tray must have 6 buns on it at all time. So whenever we take one off, we have to pick up a new one. And winning is once a player manages to collect 3 different sets of matching bao buns on their plate, they've won the game. And that is it. Any questions?
Many, but I'm sure we'll deal with it as we go along.
Okay. I'm just thinking. So, I was going to say if you wanted to start. So a lost door. I'm assuming it's lost door because I can't tell with the blue text. Is it possible to give grey one to another player with the dice? I think it is. Yes. Let's just double check that, because it's your choice. So give a bun to another player, steal a bun from another player, swap one of your buns with another player. It does not say you cannot do it with the greys. Let's just double check here. Just doubling checking. No, it doesn't say, so that I think is exactly the point.
Does it say anything about that under the like the rules for, or where it describes the fish head buns? Because it did say something about you can't do X. I don't remember hearing you say anything about it.
Yeah. So if you collect a fish head bun, you must place it in front of you and add it to your largest set of buns, not including the ones already in your plate. So that's fair enough. That's pretty simple. That's basically it. That's all it has to say. It
sounds like it can be moved.
Yeah, it basically, you cannot put a fish head bun on the central serving plate, so that's never going to happen. Once a fish head comes out, it goes into the group with the largest number in that group. So the only way to get rid of it is using the die to move it to somebody else, or should that group get to 4, which might include those fish heads, then they all go back into the steamer bag. All right. Yep, so the fish head bun always attaches itself to the larger set of buns, so if you've got a fish head bun in front of you, it means you won't be able to move any buns onto your plate until you've gotten rid of it. The great thing about these games is that they are relatively easy to learn and quite sort of simple as far as the rules. Nothing overly complex, but then a lot of fun to play. So let's give it a go. Let me just move that to there. All right. So, yeah, that pretty much has everything on there. So it's just telling us what the different die do. So, if I'm just trying to work it out now. If it's my turn, then Chris, you would be to my left. So I think maybe that's the best way for us to start. I will start a game. I get to roll the dice. I will split the dice into groups. You're the one who gets to choose which group you want. I get what's left. We both then do our actions, starting from the smallest dice, working upwards. Once all the dice have been used, then play moves over to chat. So, and then it'll be between chat and I working it through. So yes, I think we'll start that way. That's probably the easiest to do. So, let's roll some dice.
Quick interlude here. The Big Potato Games thing at the top right near the Balderdash, is that a graphic on my screen, or is that a?
It's a sticker.
It's a sticker. Why don't we use that as the player indicator? Because I got a feeling. Just put that under the plate of whose turn it is, so that we know where we are.
Yep. There you go. Let's put it in there. I'm going to put it up at the top, so we can see better that way.
Yeah, I can see because you're rolling, but somebody else has to make a decision.
Yes. So it's always the person to the left, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's good. Good call. Good call. So of course the table sort of wraps around. So once it gets to you, your person on your left is chat. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Cool. Let's roll these dice. Let's see what we get. Okay. So what have we got? We have the small dice, which will allow us to take one bun from the bag. The medium dice is put one of your buns back into the bag. Oh, I don't want to do that. Now, I actually didn't explain what this dice does have different symbols on it, which basically refers to choose one of the colours and take it from the serving tray. So, just quickly, this shows the green and the red. If this was up, you could take even the green or the red from the serving tray. But at the moment, it is on the symbol where it says putting one of your buns back into the bag. That's no good. And this one is, of course, the steal. Steal a bun from another player, so long as it's not on their plate. And I'm going to assume that that can be any player. So it wouldn't just be the two sort of active players. Right.
Okay, so now I need to split.
Well, no, I have to split them.
And you're splitting the dice.
But then you get to choose which group.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you've got to do what happens on all die. So that's it. Right. Well, I'm going to put those two together, and that one on its own. And we work these. Let's just make sure I get it right. I think we do it from. Was it the smallest? Yes, so we start from the smallest dice, then go to the medium, then go to the large. So there you go, there's the grouping. So which group do you want to have?
I'm gonna take the blue one.
You're taking the blue?
I'm gonna steal a yellow bun.
Right, well hang on a second. So it starts with me first.
Oh, it starts with you first. Oh, okay,
yes,
I got you.
Because we start with the smallest, then we go to the medium, then we go to the largest. So I can take a bun from the steamer. So I'm going to take one from here, Random bun. What's it going to be? It's a green. Oh, excellent. Okay. But then I've got to put back a bun. So do I put that green back, or I'm just going to put that yellow back? Don't worry about the yellow. Okay. So I've done my 2 dice. Now it's over to you. So you get to steal.
Now I do mine. Well, I will steal one of your green ones.
Ugh. Well,
So I'm a horrible person.
indeed you are. Okay, done. Right, there we go. That's the first play. So we then move over to chat. Are you ready, chat? Okay, you're making all the decisions. I will roll the dice. So what do we have? We have a large, which is a steal. We have a 1 on the small. And the medium allows to pick up red or yellow. So chat, you have to now decide, how do you want to group these dice? And you can do it in any combination. Remember, you can do all 3 as one group with 0 in another if you wish. So that's the I suppose that's the extreme. So I'm just going to go with the first person responds. So Rogue is saying white and red together with blue over there. Okay. So I'm the sort of a secondary player. I get to choose. And I'm going to take the white and the red, giving you the steal die. So, again, I do the smallest first. Grab a random. Oh no! Typical, I got a grey. But now I can take, and of course it attaches itself, we're going to put that there, to my largest group, which of course is the greens. I can now take from the serving tray a red or a yellow. I'm going to take a red. That's been done. And straight away, let's put a new bun in there. Okay. And so then over to you, chat. You get to steal. What are you going to steal? We steal that red. Oh, look, I'm not going to win.
Poor monkey. Listen, I just want to eat food.
Yes, yes. I am going to eat one. I'm going to eat one. Look, see? Bow bun. Oh. Lovely. Lovely bow buns. Okay. Over to Chris. So, Chris, this is your roll. What do we have? We have a 2 from the serving bag. We have a red or a yellow from the serving tray. And we have another steal on the blue. So you need to decide how you want to group those dice.
So just to double check, I group chat chooses, yes?
That's correct.
Okay. Let's go red. This is tricky. Red and white together and steel on its own.
Okay. Done. So chat, you now get to choose. Which do you want? Lost Door saying take the S and M. Okay. So those go first. Chris, you'll go last. So chat, you get to have 2 buns from the steamer. Okay, here we go. What have we got? Ah, so you've got a blue, but you've also got a grey. You've got a fish head, which attaches itself to your reds. Oh, that's not good. Now you have the choice of, from the serving plate, you can take a yellow or a red. So what are you going to do? you're going to take the red. Okay. So you now have 4 buns together, which means all of those go in the bag. You've got rid of the fish head, which is good. Okay, but unfortunately all those reds have gone. Chris, over to you. You now get to steal.
I will steal that green from the from Chat's bag or Chat's tray.
Okay, you take the green. Done. Back over to me. So it's actually, it flows real quick, doesn't it? You can get around this. Oh, hang on. We've got only 5 buns on the tray. Need to get a new bun. It's another red. Okay, here we go. Ah, interesting. So there's a 2. There's a put a bun back into the bag. And there is a swap a bun with another player. I'm going to put those together, that on its own. So, Chris, you get to choose.
Just waiting for it to catch up. Okay, there we go.
Thanks, Mystical.
I will take small, medium.
You're going to take small, medium. I get to have the swap. Okay, so you get to have 2 from the bag. You get a blue, but you also get a grey. So it's going to attach itself to your largest set. Since they're both equal size, I guess you get to choose.
Let's go green.
Green, okay. Fish head there, done. You then get to put one of your buns back in the bag.
The yellow one.
Really?
Well, I can't put the gray one back, can I?
Nothing says you can't.
Oh, the gray one then. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought we could. Sorry,
No?
I thought we couldn't. Yeah, no, gray one goes. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, there's nothing in the rules that says you can't.
The only thing about the gray one is it can't be put on your tray. That's
Yes.
Yeah. So that gray one.
Boom, gone. All right. So I get to swap a bun. And here we go.
What's coming my way?
I'm going to swap my grey for the green. Because again, there's nothing says that you can't do it. So
yeah, absolutely.
So there we go. We move over. I think this is the beauty and the simplicity, isn't it? Is that you kind of
there's a lot of cross contamination at this restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would be having words.
Okay, so chat, we'll roll the dice for you. What do we have? We have a 2, we have a put back into the bag, and we have a swap. So chat, how do you want to group these buns? Well, I help myself to another one. Hold on. I think Mystical, it attaches to the group when it initially comes out, and that's it. So it stays with that group now. So more S&M, okay. I get to choose. I'm actually going to take the smaller group and give you the swap. Oh no! Just my luck. So I take 2 greens. I now have 4. They all go into the bag.
Oh no.
That is just typical. So that's that done. And then I have nothing to go in the bag. So that's that done. So over to chat.
Chat, if you want a lovely gray bao bun there, I have one ready for you. It's fresh.
You both want to swap blue with blue. Okay, we swap blue with blue. Done. Oh my goodness me! It goes to show that I'm terrible with dice rolls, and then I'm just terrible at randomness. Oh, that's a 2 there. So we got a 2. Got yellow and red, and this is give a bun to another player. So you get to decide the grouping on this, Chris.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go blue and white together.
Blue and white together. Okay, chat, you get to choose. Chat, you're taking the red. Chris is getting those 2. All right, so you get to have 2 randoms from the bag. Here we go. 2 randoms. Oh, there we go. You get a green and you get a red. That's awesome. All right, Chris, from the serving tray, you can take a red or a yellow.
I will take a yellow, please.
Taking yellow. Done. So that's that done.
And then
now,
I will pass a gray over to the only people that have buns. So
okay. So chat, you have to decide which color of buns is this fish head going to contaminate. Blue, says Roger. Okay. So, over with the blues. Done. All right, excellent. Back over to me, rolling the dice. Ooh, 3. You get to have one of any color, and you get to swap. So,
not swap, give.
Sorry, yes, give. Yes, give. Ooh. I'm going to put those together. Okay. Over to you, Chris. What are you going to do?
Just waiting for it to catch up. Ooh. That's filthy. I will take the red and blue.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to risk this.
Yeah, those are yours. That's mine. So you go first. You get to have 3 buns. You do remember what happened with me.
It's risky. It's risky.
So 1, 2, 3 in the hand. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what we got. Oh! So you get your green, but you have 2 greys attached to those 2 groups. Oh, that has not worked out for you.
All right. Well, we'll pass off one of those. Oh no.
Yeah. So
does it go to you now?
It goes to me. It goes to me. So I get to have the medium.
Yeah.
So I will take a red, and then it comes back over to you. You get to pass a bun.
You may have that bun, sir.
Thank you. Look, here's me struggling, and so that goes there. We got. Oh, I possibly didn't top up before, did I? But it's not affected anything. There we go. Okay, chat, your go. Ooh, we got a steel, we got a 2, we got a green and a blue. So chat, what's your grouping going to be?
Chat is right, we need to refill the plate.
I've just done that, just saw it. While chat's deciding, I'm going to have another bun. So, as a public information video, bao buns are not that nice when they're cold. Okay, they're very, very
No,
nice when
no.
they're warm, but they're not nice when they're cold.
Yeah, no, the pastry is dense when it's cold.
I think I might leave the other ones and steam them up, because I suppose you can just keep on steaming them, can't you?
You can. They do start to disintegrate a little bit, but you can. Yeah, absolutely. Chat is saying blue and white together.
Now, I get to choose. I'm going to take the blue and white. And chat, you can have the red. So, 2 buns out of the steamer for chat. What are you going to get? Oh my goodness! This is where it works. You get two reds. So these,
Nice.
straight away onto your serving plate. They are safe. Done. Well played. So for me, I can choose a blue or a green from the serving plate. I'm going to take a blue. That's done. And then I can steal a bun. I'm going to take one of Chris's blues. Done.
Fine.
Well, it's about time. All right, done. To answer the most important question, the filling of the real buns is teriyaki chicken, and it's very nice. Okay, rolling the dice for Chris. So we have a 1, we have a yellow and red, and we have a steel. So, Chris, you get to group.
I want the steel. Let's see. Let's group the red and white.
Red and white together, and the blue. Chat, which group are you going to take? I'm going to move this down here a little bit. So just make that easier.
Steel one.
The steel, okay. So chat takes the steel. Chris, you get that. So you're going to do your 1 first from the bag. Let's see. Let's hope it's a lucky one for you. It's a red. Okay, let's move these across. Give ourselves some room. Done. You can then take either a red or a yellow from the serving tray.
We'll be taking a yellow.
I thought you might do. So you can take that yellow, and they instantly go onto your plate because they are tasty buns.
Yum.
And we need to fill up the tray. Keep on. Oh, so the grey doesn't go on. Oh my goodness! Look at all those blues. Done. And then over to chat. Chat, you can steal. What are you going to steal? I'm gonna put all those.
My spider sense was saying green. Yeah.
Is it the green? Okay. Green over there. Done. All right. Move that over. Roll the dice. We got a 1, we got a yellow and red, and we have a steel. Going to put the red and white together, and the blue separate. So, Chris, you get to choose.
Do I get to choose? I chose last time. Did I not? I could have sworn I chose to do the one in the. In fact, it was this exact same roll, wasn't it? I'm pretty certain I just did this. I could be wrong.
Could be wrong. It's all a bit of a blur. We'll have to go with it.
Okay. Yeah, you chose to steal. Yeah.
But hang on. If I'm
but
here,
I chose the split, and then they chose the.
I think we've messed up at some point, because if it's me who's rolled, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Chris, you're the one who's supposed to choose.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I can happy to do that. But yeah, I think I could have sworn I just did this.
yeah. I think we might have skipped a beat.
Yeah, that's all right. No, it's tricky. It's always tricky when there's one person doing all the rolling, but the other, you're supposed to be doing the other thing. All right, let's do. Let's take the one and the red and white.
Okay, you're taking the red and white.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking that. Okay, so you get to have one out of the bag. Yeah, I think what's happened is as I've come round, I might have missed it. Nobody called me out on it, though. so I blame you guys. Okay, so you get a blue. You now get to have the choice of a red or a yellow from the serving tray.
I will take a red.
You're going to take the red, which means we have to replace it with another green. Okay. I get to steal.
Steal that blue.
I'm going to take your blue, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I get my little blues on the plate. Okay. So, do this right. That goes over to chat. Chat's rolling the dice. That's a 1, it's a red and a green, and it's a swap with another player. So chat, you decide the grouping. So chat says the small and the large. All right. Ooh, that's a really interesting setup. So I'm the one who gets to choose. I'm going to take the small and the large, and chat gets the medium. So I start with the small, take one out of the bag. I get a green. It then goes over to chat. Chat, you can take from the serving plate. Well, there is only one choice, isn't there? It's just green for you. So you take the green, and oh my goodness. There you go. And we replace onto the serving tray. There's another blue. There's so many blues. I get to swap. I'm going to swap my grey with Chris's red. Okay, done. We are good for the 6 up on there. Yes, okay. So this now goes to Chris. Chris is rolling, but chat is going to get to choose. All right. Oh, here we go. It's a 3. It's a put one back in the bag, and it's a swap. So you've got to decide, Chris, the group.
Let's do blue and white together.
Blue and white together. Okay. Now, chat, you get to choose. What do you want? Do you want the red on its own, or do you want the blue and white? Chat, you want the red. Okay. Chris, you get the blue and the white. So, chat, you get 3 from the bag. All right, 1, 2. I've got them in my hand. Here we go. You've got a red. Another red. and a blue. Oh, chat, you're doing good. Okay, Chris, you get the medium. Put a bun in the bag.
All right, so let's put one of my gray ones back in the bag.
One of your grey ones back in the bag. You get to swap a bun with another bun.
And we will swap a gray one for the chat's blue.
Grey with chat's blue. Okay.
I am a bad man.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So it's me rolling. It is... just before I roll, so Rogue is asking a question here. Does the plate have to have 3 different color sets? Let's double check. I think it does, but let's just find out.
Interesting question. I was thinking that, because if
Yes,
you don't...
here we go.
You know.
To be the first customer to fill their plates with 3 sets of 3 buns in 3 different colors. As you can see in the nice graphic, blue, green, and red. Yes.
The tray at the top, does that, like, let's say that ends up all being one color.
Yep.
What happens there? Because if you roll a red-green, it's useless.
Well, ultimately...
I'm just wondering if it says anything in there.
It doesn't, so you just have to go through the mechanic. So it ultimately ends up that if you had to, it became all one colour, and you ended up collecting all of that colour. Once you get to 4, they go all in the bag, so it will naturally refresh itself, won't it, over time? It just means it's a bit painful for a couple of rounds while no one can do anything. Yeah. It could also mean that you're collecting buns that you can't do anything with because of the colours that you've already got. You know, so that's where the swapping would come into play. Right, I'll roll. Oh, so we've got a 2, we've got a red and a green, and we've got a give to another player. I get to choose. Ooh. I'm going to put the blue and the red together and the white separate. Okay. So, Chris, you get to choose which set do you want. Do you want the white on its own, or do you want the blue and the red?
I'll take the blue and the red. Sorry, the blue and the... Yeah, blue and the red.
Okay. And that goes there. So, you first of all get to have 2 buns out of the bag. Got the 2.
I swear, Monkey, if you pull a grey...
No, you're okay. You're okay. You've got a green and a yellow. So I am going to take a green from the tray. And now you have to give a bun to someone.
I'm going to give you a yellow bun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Over to chat. Chat's roll. I'm glad that you mentioned about the sticker. That is so vital.
I just got to thinking, because we're rolling and it's the person on the left has to do a thing.
Yeah.
We need to replenish the tray buns.
We do. Thank you.
Bun.
Thank you. There's another yellow. Oh, I know somebody who needs some yellows. Okay, so chat, you've got to decide the distribution here. You've got a small 3, a medium back in the bag, and a large steel. Actually, it's better with the colours, isn't it, than the sizes? Broger's saying blue and white. All right. And 3 on its own. So I get to choose. Oh.
Well, you need to take the blue and white.
I was just
because well, actually, I say that I tell a lie. Because they're not going to steal a red because they can't do. They've already got red on the tray.
Yes, that's actually yes, that's so true. All right. So, chat, you get the 3 to start off with. All it takes is 3 yellows or 3 blues, and they've won. So 1, 2,
No, three blues, and it goes back in the bag.
Oh, that's true. Yes, yeah, the blues, yeah, they're stuck, so they need yellows. Okay. What have we got? You've got red, and green. Okay, well, all those reds get wiped out, which is kind of good. That's kind of good. You got a green in there. Done. I have to put something back in. Oh no! Oh yes, okay, still works. I got to put something in
You're
the bag.
safe.
So the yellow goes in the bag, and then I'm going to steal. I'm going to steal Chris's red.
Yeah.
So we can get the reds on there. Ooh, it's all to play for now. Right, okay. Over to Chris. Chris is rolling, chat is choosing. So that's a 1. It is a back in the bag, and it is a swap. What do you want to go for, chat? You've got 1 out of the bag. You've got to put 1 back into the bag. Oh, that could help. That could help.
Chris
yeah.
rolled.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Chris has to divide first. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
That's okay.
Sorry. Thanks,
so
Mystical.
That's okay. I lost track as well, if I'm honest. Let's go with. Blue and white together.
Blue and white together. Okay, right. So over to chat. You have the choice of the red on its own, or the blue and the white. Chat is certainly on point, which is good. Blue and white for the chat. 1 for Chris. So Chris gets to have 1 out of the bag. What's he going to go for? He gets a yellow. Oh,
damn it!
Not what you wanted.
What are the odds, right?
This is it. Chat. You get to put 1 back in the bag. Roger's already there with a grey in the bag, of course.
Absolutely.
Now you get to swap. What are you going to swap, and from whom? And from where? So Lostor is saying blue with grey with Chris. So, yes. Oh, but hang on a second.
Don't put Gary in the bag.
But Roger, grey for blue. Oh, we got 3 voices here. What are we going to go for? Do we go with the first one?
You want Monkey's green, because if Monkey gets a green, he wins.
Roger's saying green, but we don't need green.
No, but Monkey does.
Oh, chat's having to make some hard choices now.
Fight.
Well, this is it. Mystical and Lostor have both said the same. So they're saying the grey for the blue. But Roger's saying, but blocking Monkey.
I think this is a democracy. Democracy wins.
It does, doesn't it?
Roger has been. Oh, but then Lostor caves to the democracy. Oh my goodness. Sedition.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Guys, deception.
How many times have you practiced that?
Many.
You're gonna right. So everyone's saying let's block Monkey. Oh, you are terrible. So that goes there, right? Fine. That goes over there. I'm rolling. Ooh, we got a 2. We got a swap. Oh, interesting.
Save the dream.
Oh, okay. gosh. Oh.
Pressure, eh?
Yeah, no. Oh, right. I don't know if it's going to work. There you go. So, Chris, you get to choose. White on its own, blue and red together.
Blue and red, please.
Okay.
I swear to God, Monkey, if you draw grays.
Well, this is it. This is it. This is what. It's a hard one here. So you're gonna get 2. Please be greys, or please be stuff that you don't want. Okay, here we go. What are we gonna get? You get a green and a red. Oh, okay. So your greens are on the tray. Have I just given you this?
You have just given me the game because I am now going to swap a yellow for a blue.
You
well,
are.
I can't because you go next.
I go next, but yeah, I have just given you the game. I get a yellow. That did not work out, so you're going to get to swap. You're swapping your yellow for a blue, yeah?
Yes, please.
Damn. There we go. Oh. That was good.
Thank you. That was fun.
That was good. It definitely swings back and to, doesn't it? You're constantly in it, no matter. Even when, because there was a moment when you were actually sort of quite far behind, and yet here we go. With just a couple of moves, you're there back and then winning.
Well, there was a little bit where I was like, okay, I've got everything I need, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, what? I've got all of these grays. That's so useful. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, that was good. That's very cute. I mean, I do like the big potato games. They're fairly straightforward, fairly simple. They're cute. You know, they are fun. They're definitely fun with like family friendly. That's for sure.
Yes. And this is as we've just learned, it's very, very easy to break open the box and read about it and learn just right there and then. And then you're playing your first game, and hey, you've already had an hour's worth of fun and you didn't even realize it, which is really, really cool. All right, so there you go. Chat, what did you think? Did you enjoy playing? I think you guys did really well, in fact. Yeah, it was very close. Very close.
I did like how I managed to convince chat to block Monkey, and then I got the win.
So Mystical, you like it? It was cute. Yes, yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Well, this is it. I think, Chris, you would be perfect for the next game. Now, this, like I say, I don't think it's necessarily going to work on the channel, but we're going to explain how it plays, and maybe what we'll do is we'll throw out some of the questions and just see what people might answer. So we'll have a little bit of fun with that. Give you an idea of how it works. Unfortunately, we found that there are certain types of game, because they require hidden information, they don't quite work in this format. And
the giant bao bun, was that in the box as well?
Yes,
it is. Oh, well, then see, now I need to pick this up for Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, it is a bit of advertising type stuff, but that's so maybe it was a special thing, because of course I got this within a sort of a press pack.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
This is one thing that Big Potato Games are particularly good at, and I will give them a credit here for it, is that they absolutely go that extra mile with presenting their games. I got this beautiful box for Snakes. And that's not just the game box. This was the box to put the box in, and it's so nice, and completely unnecessary. But hey, put a smile on my face when I got it, and straight away it's like, that is cool. I like it when a publisher just does that little bit extra. It's definitely appreciated. So let's put those in there, put that in there. Get my buns. Those in there. Yes, this will certainly be a game that I will be playing over the holidays. I've got various friends to sort of meet up with, and so this is a great one to just to play with everyone nice and easily. We'll remove the buns because it's not particularly fitting now for snakes. I'm not sure that snakes are well into buns.
Snakes will eat anything. Snakes are giant fans of bao buns. The South China Sea lesser striped bao bun scarfer of Taipei. I don't know.
Mystical saying, I'm going to have to pick this game up. Yes, absolutely. It should be available worldwide. So yes, most definitely. Because I think you're beyond the UK's shores, if I'm right in saying that. All right. See, again, it's just these little things that Big Potato do. And again, I don't know whether this is actually part of the game or part of the press pack, but it's a fun little leaflet about the mongooses of Britain Limited, where it's a whole little history that they've done. Snake Safety and You, your guide to spotting imposters. Brought to you by the Mongooses of Britain Limited. It's great. It's funny, right? It's how to spot the imposter. Do you have a checkered history with your grandma? Then where's all this sweetness come from? If she's trading criticism for compliments, you've got a snake. Is your friend usually a fool? Then why do they seem to know so much about ancient Egypt? If someone
does Grandma have fangs?
Yes, because she's a snake. She's a snake.
Of course.
This is brilliant.
But it's the little detail that she has fangs.
Right. I suppose, before I read this out, we've got to explain what the game's all about, haven't we? Oh, I've made a mess already. Okay, let's... Right, so first of all, you get... This is a perfect game for the holidays. It really is. But again, see, Big Potato, they like their stickers, but look, we got a snake sticker. So the last one was a bao bun sticker. Now we've got a snake sticker. Right. I'm going to... So we've got Mongoose of Truth, Ordinary Human, and a snake. And let's get some voting tokens. Well, what we'll do is we can play through it, but we will know the hidden information, which kind of defeats the point, really. Okay, I think that'll be enough. As I explain, you'll understand why. So, okay. So here we go. The aim of the game. So this is Snakes again. You can tap into YouTube, How to Play Snakes, the game, and there it is on YouTube. This is for 4 to 8 players, so I do need to get another player. So in fact, chat, can you split? Can we have 2 players? Maybe Lost or... Oh, we can have multiple players, but again, it's now, how many snakes do we have to just check it? So for 4 players, there's 1 ordinary human, there are 2 snakes, and there's a mongoose of truth. Okay, let's do this. He's done. Need a B. B and a C. So in fact, actually, let's just bring that here. Okay. These up here. Alright, so this is kind of what you have. So each player would put their name. We have a nice little score sheet so we can track. So we'd have our names down here. And this game can play up to 8, so again, it is perfect for the holiday season. So you start each round by shuffling the character tokens and dealing one face down to each player. So these we'd all receive a random token. We wouldn't know who we were. One of the characters. Each player then secretly checks which token they've been given. If you are a snake or an ordinary human, never reveal your character, otherwise you ruin the round. So again, this is where it doesn't quite work for us. If you have the Mongoose of Truth character token, then flip it over right away and grab the wooden mongoose. So where's the mongoose? I'm in the mongoose. There's the mongoose. So you get the Mongoose of Truth. The Mongoose of Truth doesn't get any special powers, but it's a sign that they are definitely not a snake, which means you know that you can trust them. So question time. Choose the most sensible player to be the moderator. Okay. Don't worry, they'll still be playing like everyone else. The moderator's first job is to read out a question card and place it in the middle of the table without revealing the answer on the back. Now, the moderator is going to get you to follow these 5 steps. Pay close attention because this is really important. Do you know what? Ooh, it's only with chat that it doesn't kind of work. Okay. I think we might be able to get this working. All right, but it takes a degree of honesty and fairness here. So, on the chat side, how many of you want to take part? Remember, we can do this. Chris and I, we need a minimum of 2 people. All right, but if it's 3 of you, then we can do the 3. It's absolutely fine. Let's see what chat have to say. We can certainly probably go through the motions. I think that's it. So you can be part of it.
Roger.
So we got Roger. So we got 3 now. So we just need a minimum of 1, maybe 2.
I think Mystical is busy with some hot chocolate and chocolate peppermint mocha cookies, which sound delightful.
Oh, well, that's just very nice. Lostor, you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, okay, so we got Lostor in. Okay, so right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna mix these back up again. Okay. And I'm gonna get a sticker out. So what we're gonna say, we're gonna do the setup that we had before. So Chris, you're here. Then it's me. We're gonna go to Roger and then Lostor. Okay, so Lostor, you are the last player. Roger, you are 3rd. So Lostor 4, Roger 3, Monkey 2, Chris 1. Okay, we'll start with me again. So we're going to put that up at the top there to indicate. What we're going to do is I'm going to show Chris his character, which means I can't look at it. And Roger and Lostor, you can't look either. So you've got to look away from the screen, but we'll tell you when to look. And we'll work our way through so that each of us get to see what our character is without the other people seeing. So there's a degree of honesty here. So Roger and Lostor, look away from the screen now. We'll give it a few seconds just for the delay to catch up. Okay, and then Chris, this is who you are. If you are the mongoose, right, the one we've gone through them all, you need to tell us.
Can you lower it a bit?
Oh, okay.
You were a bit too high. You were hiding in the gubbins.
Okay, so you should have seen that. I'm looking at
Okay.
mine. Okay.
And then if I'm the mongoose, I have to say now.
When we get to the end, once everybody has.
When we get to the end.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
now, Chris, you've got to look away, as does Lostor still. Okay. This is now Roger. This is your character.
Looking away.
Okay.
Looking away.
That's
Nothing to see here.
Roger been done. So Roger, you just type on in. Yeah, you've got it. Okay. So now Roger and Chris and I will look away. And Lostor, you are looking at your character. And I am showing it now. And it should be pretty obvious from the tokens. Right? Lostor's got it. Okay, so hopefully everything's off the screen now. Okay. Will the mongoose reveal themselves?
Je suis le mongoose.
Okay, so you are the mongoose of truth. Right, okay. We're kind of here. So you're going to be we'll make you the moderator. Oh, sorry, I'll be the moderator. Yeah, okay. Start with that. So, here we go. Now the moderator is going to get you to follow these 5 steps. Pay close attention because it's really important. Everyone, including the moderator, must close their eyes. Without opening their eyes, the moderator turns the question card over to reveal the answer. The moderator now says, "Snakes, open your eyes." If the moderator is a snake, they open their eyes too. After 5 seconds, long enough for the snakes to see the answer, the moderator says, "Snakes, close your eyes." The moderator now flips the question card back over and tells everyone to open their eyes. All right. So, if you are not a snake, look away from the screen.
That includes the mongoose, yes?
Yes, oh yes.
Okay, cool, yep. Just double checking.
It is only the snakes who are going to be looking at this card. And what we're going to be revealing is the answer to the question. All right, so everybody looking away now. Snake, open your eyes and look. Okay, that is the answer to the question. Give it a few moments. All right, there we go. So everyone can open their eyes again now. All right. So the snakes should know what the correct answer is and who their teammates are. Now, of course, we don't know that here, but if we were around a table, both of the snake players would have been able to sort of identify one another. Now it's time to work together to poison some minds. So using a stopwatch on your phone, start a 2-minute timer. Well, we won't worry too much about that. Now all the players discuss and debate the question and what the answer might be. But beware, there are snakes in the grass, or in this case, around the table. Their job is to fool the other players into picking the wrong answer. So when the 2 minutes timer is up, it's decision time. Each player chooses an answer chip and places it face down in front of them. If you're a snake, you must play your snake chip face down. Oh, is there a... Oh, I see. There are extra... There were extra tokens. So basically, I'm gonna put these down. So these are the snake tokens. So let's put these because ultimately these would all be hidden. Yeah. Okay. So you can see how nobody would know what answer you're putting forward. That makes sense. So the snakes are always going to be playing their snake token, whereas the others are going to answer honestly. So you then flip your answer chips over, and finally the moderator would flip the question card over to reveal the correct answer. So if you were an ordinary human or a mongoose and you got the answer right, You get a point for every player who also got it right, including yourself. If you were an ordinary human or a mongoose and got the answer wrong, you get nothing. If you were a snake, you get a point for every player who got the answer wrong. Okay. Not too bad. And then you basically just choose another question and carry on. So, what is the question? And the question is, what was the jacuzzi originally invented for? Is it A, to clean laboratory equipment? Is it B, to brine large amounts of meat? Or is it C, to give hydrotherapy to babies? Excuse me. Time travel. Yes. Yes. Of course it is. So this is where we would start a discussion. All right. So it is open for us now to start trying to convince one another, right? What is the answer? Is it A, B, or C? A, to clean laboratory equipment. Is it B, to brine large amounts of meat? And is it C, to give hydrotherapy to babies? Does anybody want to start?
It's definitely hydrotherapy.
So so Mongoose of Truth is saying it's definitely hydrotherapy. Roger is saying it's
Mongoose of Truth
is for babies, but I disagree. I think it was for cleaning the laboratory equipment. Because think of the sonic baths that we have now for cleaning our sort of airbrushes and things like that. So is this not a bigger version?
So I think you're just a big fat liar. The Mongoose of Truth has sniffed you out. Because if you think about sports teams, they quite often, when they finish off their day of sports ball, they get into a tub at the end of or in the locker room to relax their muscles and what have you. So it's a similar idea.
Well,
100% where this came from.
Mystical's saying it's 100% for cleaning.
Mystical is eating a mint chocolate chip mocha cookie and is not allowed to be involved in this conversation. The Mongoose of Truth has spoken.
You think so, yes?
Go back to your delicious hot chocolate.
So Lost Door's saying it's too dangerous for babies. Yeah, no, I probably agree on that, Lost Door. I mean, I've been in a jacuzzi and I was bouncing around all over the place. So thinking of a poor baby, it'd be awful. It's definitely got to be. It's not for doing meat, because that's like a sous vide, isn't it? Yeah, type of thing. Yeah. So it's definitely laboratory equipment. And I can well understand that. With all those sort of bunt beakers and boiling tubes, stick it all in. The agitation of the bubbles will help get rid of any dirt and impurities, because they've got to be super clean for the next experiment. So I think it's most definitely A.
I'm probably gonna be disagreeing on this one, just purely because for cleaning the equipment you need to be, especially lab equipment, you want these things to be at a high temperature. Just simply swooshing around air and creating some bubbles isn't going to sterilize your equipment. You need heat for that.
Yeah, but remember, it says, what was the jacuzzi originally invented? Were they purposely making a jacuzzi, or is it sort of the byproduct of, we were inventing something to do for cleaning all this lab equipment, and then, hang on, it doesn't quite work for that, but hey, if we sit in it, it's awesome.
Sounds suspicious. Sounds like something a snake would say.
So I'm just looking at chat here. Hello, Baron. Welcome. Hot tub stream. Close enough.
It's a hot tub stream without a hot tub.
Yes. Roger's saying C. Lost Doors saying that B sounds strange, but A is the proper answer. Okay. Mystical saying a jacuzzi is a brand name. Roger saying sounds snaky. Mystical saying a jacuzzi is a hot tub with jets. Yeah, you see, that's the thing, you see. I think you're quite right on the whole brand. So, we talk about vacuum cleaners, but in the UK, we a lot of them, we call them Hoovers, don't we? Because I actually think that's worldwide, isn't it? Is that the brand name becomes the product, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to move these counters, because I think I know there'll be all the A's, there'll be all the B's, right? I think you guys... Okay. Right, so let's do a quick wrap up. So, Roger, what are you voting? A, B, or C? Roger's going with a C.
Sensible, man. Sensible.
Okay. Lostor, what are you going with? Lostor's going with an A. I too am going with an A because it's obvious what it is. Mongoose of Truth.
Mongoose of Truth is C.
Mongoose of Truth.
C is the hydrotherapy, right?
It is the hydrotherapy. There we go. So we've put down our votes, all right. And so then the moderator.
I'm sorry, the what
yes,
now?
Yes, sorry, yes, there we go. Lostor was correct. It was Roger who was C, and Lostor was number 4, wasn't he, at the end there? Yes, quite correct. Okay, so the moderator now turns over the card to basically reveal the answer. And the answer is C. A jacuzzi was invented to give hydrotherapy to babies. All right.
It's gentle.
So we can reveal the characters. I was a snake. Roger was a human. Lostor was a snake. Okay. So, here we go. If you were an ordinary human or the mongoose and got the answer right, you get a point for every player who also got it right. So, Roger and Chris, you'd both be scoring 2 points.
Yes, we will.
And the snakes, of course, we score nothing because we were wrong.
We're snakes.
Well, we didn't manage to convince you. That's the problem.
No.
Okay. And that's basically how it plays, just across a whole variety of interesting cards.
It's sort of like what is it? Avalon.
There's a little bit of that.
There's a ton of those. Like.
There's a game, and I'm trying to wrap my brains now. Is it Fake Artist in New York?
Yeah. Yep. I haven't played, but I've seen people at the local game store playing it, and it looks very, very similar.
Yes. Well, no, hang on. No, it's not that. It's not that one, but it's run by the same company. I'm sure it's called. Oh gosh, it's a small box. The box of the game is literally as big as a card. And
it's a Fake Artist Goes to New York. It's made by.
The Fake Artist one is where you have to draw a picture and pass it on, but done by the same company. They do one where it is simply, you have to sort of convince people to follow, but one of you is the imposter. I'm sure it's imposters in the title.
Oink Games. It's Oink Games.
I can't think for the life of me.
It's not modern art, is it? Or is it?
No.
They do deep sea adventure. Which is good.
Yeah, it's all the same small box. I'm sure that they're an Eastern company for some reason.
I think they are. Is it Insider?
It could be Insider. Yes, Insider. Yes, I think that's it.
I've seen the artist one being played in the store, and that looks like fun.
So here you go. Which of these is not a real saying somewhere in the world? Your socks are dreaming. To blow little ducks. You have tomatoes on your eyes.
is not a real saying.
Not a real saying. So 2 out of the 3 are a real saying somewhere in the world.
What were the first 2?
So here we go. We're just going to put this out to chat, and you just tell me what you think. Your socks are dreaming as A. To blow little ducks. I'm not quite sure what that is. Is B. You have tomatoes on your eyes as C. Which of these is not a real saying somewhere in the world?
I think it's tomatoes on your eyes is, I'm pretty certain, is Italian. Go figure.
Okay.
Well, no, it might not, but I know I've heard it. I've definitely heard it. Probably in my my travels to doing X-wing tournaments and the various European players. Might have been actually Timo who said it. He's German, so. But anyway, the socks are dreaming.
So
to blow little ducks.
Roger's saying B.
Oh. So I don't know. I've definitely heard C. B, your socks are dreaming or to blow little ducks. Let's go. Well, all right. So I'm going to go A just because Roger's saying B.
Right, I'm going to put Mystical. If you're with us, I'm going to put you in here. If you wanted to join on in. So it literally is just trying to work out which of these is not a real saying somewhere in the world. A, your socks are dreaming. B, to blow little ducks. Or C, you have tomatoes on your eyes. Which is not a real saying somewhere in the world. You think the socks is dreaming is false. Okay, so you're going to say so, A.
I've definitely heard C. It's a toss-up between A and B, but I think just because Roger's gone B, I'm going to go A.
You're going to go A? Okay.
Yeah.
Lost Door, what are you going to go for? You've not heard of any of them. Well, that's it. So if you've not heard of any, then just go with it. Okay.
Even the mongoose of truth. He never steers you wrong. He is the mongoose of truth.
Okay. It's A.
Oh, all right.
Your socks are dreaming. My goodness.
I want to know what the ducks one is.
Yes, I want to know what the ducks one is. So where in the world does maybe somebody with that thing called the internet find out the phrase to blow little ducks? Where in the world? What does it mean, and where does it come from?
To blow little ducks.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. No, so hang on. Your sock. No, got it incorrect. Is not a real saying. So to blow little ducks is not a real saying. So your socks are dreaming is a real saying. So in fact, it was B. All the B's were correct. It's not A.
What?
Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on.
Read that carefully.
Yeah.
Because I've just Googled to blow little ducks and it came up with something. So.
Oh my goodness. So hang on. A, your socks are dreaming is not a real. Yes. So blow little ducks and you have tomatoes on your eyes are real. So yes, we were correct then. So blow little ducks. Where does it come from?
So it is a Latvian saying.
Okay.
And it's used in casual conversations where you want to say that a person is telling lies.
Right.
Stop blowing ducklings.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder the tomato one. I've definitely heard that one. Tomatoes on your eyes.
Okay. Here we go. This is going to get you. Okay. Which of these is not a real song? Okay. So these are song titles. One of these is made up. That's what we're trying to identify. The one that is made up. Option A. You say tomato, I say fruit. Option B. Satan gave me a taco. Option C. dogs can grow beards all over.
I'm going with A. The other two sound like great songs.
So you're saying that A. I'm going to say B.
Is not a real song?
Actually, no.
B is 100% a real song. If it's not, I'm writing it now.
I'm going to say C. Oh, so here we go. So Lost Door's saying B. Roger's saying A. Mystical, do you have a suggestion? The tomato one isn't a real one, so you're saying A. All right, here we go. It is A. You say tomato, I say fruit is not a real song. So
the
Satan gave me a taco.
Mystical, I agree. The other ones need to be real. I agree. This Satan gave me a taco just sounded too good to be.
Too good. All right.
But the dogs grow beards all over. That's a country song.
Such a popular song. It was in the top 10 for 15 weeks. All right. I'm not going to do that one. Well, here we go. So, which of these is not a real Superman villain? Microwave Man, the Sloth, or Mr. Mixiplex? I can't even say it. But if you know the Superman, you'll know the character straight away.
Is not a real villain?
Not a real villain. Mr. Mixiplex. Yeah. I have difficulty saying simple names, so I'm not going to get that one anytime soon, am I?
I want to say B.
The Sloth.
I think there was a Superman back in like the 60s. You know, when microwaves weren't. It's not the microwave on your countertop. It's like I emanate, microwaves. And back when microwaves were a foreign technology, like a futuristic technology.
Yeah.
So I think it's got to be the Sloth.
I would agree on a sloth.
I mean, why would the sloth? How could the sloth be a villain for someone who is
Roger
super fast, right?
Yeah, wouldn't be much fun, would it? No. Okay, I definitely know that C is actually a real villain. It is B. It is the sloth. The sloth. So
Mr. Mixel the guy the guy whose name you have to spell or get him to say it backwards, so that he disappears. Goes back to the fourth dimension or fifth dimension or whatever it is.
Yeah, he's a little bit, I suppose, sort of leprechaun-ish type of.
Yeah, he's Rumpelstiltskin.
That's it.
Is what he is. He's totally Rumpelstiltskin. He has to say it backwards. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. I find it interesting how and where they come up with the questions. So, which of these sold for more on eBay? Okay, so which sold for the most on eBay? Option A, a copy of Superman issue 1. Option B, Lunch with John Travolta. Or option C, the town of Bridgeville, California.
See.
Superman
1 wasn't actually Superman 1. That was Action Comics. The Superman 1 isn't really Superman 1 isn't the famous one.
Mm-hmm.
John Travolta on eBay feels weird.
Does feel weird. We got Baron's joining in as well. Let's put Baron there. So Baron is saying B. All right, done. Lost Door's saying A.
No one's C for some reason.
Mystical is going for B. This is the thing.
Like John Travolta on eBay feels weird. Like I could see him being auctioned off at from a proper auction house. But then same with you're talking about a whole municipal city. So, but yeah, C just seems it's either B or C. I don't think it's A.
Hang on. We're basically saying, so it's not saying that one of these is false. Which of these sold for more on eBay? In other words, they were all on eBay.
They've all sold on eBay.
Right. Which one sold for the most?
I gotta go see. Although that could totally be the throw, right? Because it's the city. Throw. It must be more expensive.
Yeah.
So it's either B or C. I'm gonna go C, but yeah, you could be B.
Oh,
the Mongoose of Truth would be sad if it's B.
So Roger's saying celebs did do eBay auctions for dinner with them shortly after eBay got popular. That's interesting. Did not know that. Roger's saying
they didn't call me.
Yeah, you know, again, the logic is right, isn't it? The copy of Superman, yes, it's Action Comics is actually the one that is the most famous and probably go up for the most money. To think that a town would be selling on eBay, obviously it did, and you would straight away think, well, that's got to have sold for the most. But then, of course, that's the red herring, isn't it? I'm going to go with B. Yeah. I'm going to say that.
I think you might be right, but I'm going to stick to my guns on C.
I'm going to say John Travolta. So here we go. Let's find out.
Because if I'm right,
no, it was C.
Yeah.
oh! Here we go. And the town sold for. We've got a little bit of added information here.
£20.
Well, it's not far off. The town sold for $1,777,877
Wait a minute.
50 cents.
Wait a minute. Pause for a second. Everyone else heard me say £20, right? And you said not far off.
Yeah, the exchange rate is not what it used to be.
We need to talk about your finance situation.
Yeah.
Wow, I honestly, I was thinking it was the red herring, like it was, but I said sod it. Everyone else is going B, with the exception of A there. I was like, stick to your guns, because if you're right, it's amazing.
Yes,
if you're wrong,
yeah.
20 pounds of money. 20 pounds of money, yeah.
Okay. We'll do one last one. Okay, so let's just pick a random card. There are so many. I mean, I've not got the whole. It's a big old deck here, so plenty of replay value in this. I did that before. I want to find here. Okay. Oh, but hang on a second. That's only going to be. See, some questions are sort of specific, aren't they? And I'm trying to find one that's general. Oh, here we go. Okay, question. Here we go. How did Sideburns get their name? So, sideburns, just in case, being the hair that comes down the side of your face on the inside. Is it the inside? Yeah, on the inside part of your ear.
I know the answer to this one, so right. It's so the Mongoose of Truth already knows the answer to this.
So not the back of your head, but on the front part, the side bit that goes into your beard potentially, if you're a man, of course. Because I suppose ladies can have sideburns as well, can't they? I suppose it's just
Don't you dare judge.
Granted, you sort of cut them off at a reasonable point, I guess. Anyway, moving on.
Great Grandma Gertrude had some amazing sideburns and a mustache.
Okay, moving on. So here we go. Option A. They were made famous by General Ambrose Burnside. Option B. They resemble burns on the side of your face. Option C. At the time, a long male hairdo was called a backburn. So how did Sideburns get their name? Wolverine had sideburns. Thank you, Roger.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
what we. There we go. For anybody who's not familiar, Wolverine has sideburns.
Full disclosure, the Mongoose of Truth knows the answer to this one, so the Mongoose of Truth will be waiting until everyone else puts their answer in.
So Baron is saying A. Lostor is saying A. Roger is saying A. Do we get the idea? It might be A. Mystical is waiting till the end. So there's only me left. It's probably going to be, yes, it is going to be the general, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. It absolutely is. He was, if I remember right, he was like a Civil War general where he had the sideburns that went into the mustache. Like,
yes.
It's a gorgeous, it's just a beautiful, beautiful mustache into the sideburns.
There
Absolutely
we go.
A.
So it is A. So there you go. Obviously, we've just played through the answers and we're having a bit of fun. We're trying to guess, but there should have been a couple of us who knew the answer and was deliberately trying to sway the rest of the party in the wrong direction. All right. So that's the element that we haven't quite done this evening. It's definitely, if you're sat around a table, in good festive spirit, I think this game would be a lot of fun because, of course,
have you ever played a game called Balderdash? It's literally that. Like this is an older game. I remember it when I was a kid. It was my folks had it, and there was a track, and you went around the board.
Right.
But the idea was you were presented with a card, and somebody knew the answer, and they had to tell you, they had to sell you a thing. Like you had to basically do this, where somebody knows the answer, but somebody knows the answer and is lying.
Right.
And if you can get people to believe the lie, the number of people who believe the lie are the number of spaces you move, or something along those lines.
Right.
My old man could weave a story, like, and he could sell, freezers to the North Pole. It is just staggering. And I just remember watching. I just genuinely, as a child, remember watching my dad lying through his teeth to his friends, and I'm going, "How come I get in trouble when I do that?"
Yeah, that's it. Yes, that's it. Watch me, son, and learn.
Yeah, absolutely. And the best part was, because he was so good at it, when he told the truth, you assumed that he was sometimes lying, and then every now and then, I'm sorry, tell the truth.
Yeah. So there you go. It's now I know that Sarah has played this game several weeks back, even before I got this copy. She had played with a friend and had a fantastic time. So yes, it is perfect for the upcoming festive season. It's the type of game, get around with your friends, have some silliness. We kind of we do like the sort of trivial sort of trivia sort of side of things, but then to having these extra mechanic in of is somebody telling the truth or not. So maybe you can try and convince Grandma that oh, here we go. Here's a question: how did Steve Jobs like to relieve stress? Did he A, by playing solitaire on a Windows PC? or B, by soaking his feet in the company toilets? Or C, by eating an apple? Oh.
Okay. Well, all right. So it's not... It's not the Windows PC one. It just wouldn't happen. I'd go with the toilet purely because it's so out there, and he's this he's not an eccentric genius, or but he's that sort of visionary sort of kind of guy.
Yeah.
But certainly wouldn't be the Windows PC. The only thing I could think about if it was the Apple was that there's a story behind that. Like he would go and eat an apple. Yeah, he would go and eat an apple at his favorite spot overlooking the valley, that sort of thing. Yeah. Otherwise, it's got to be it's that, exactly like Lawrence. It's the kind of crazy rich person stuff, story that you hear. That's got to be. You know what? He put his feet in the toilet and he flushed it. And it's just like being in a jacuzzi. It's cold hydrotherapy.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. Is because, of course, as you read that just as a text, you're thinking he's going into the general toilets. But Probably he has
He's got his own
personal-
toilet.
Yeah, exactly. And that being the case, maybe he doesn't even
he
use
has
it.
a foot relaxing toilet specifically
Exactly.
built for that purpose.
And that's exactly what he did have by soaking his feet in the company toilets, which will have been
Nice.
his own. Yes, yes. But could you have convinced Grandma that he liked to eat an apple because he did have a company called Apple? And that's the fun of the game, isn't it? So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, this is, you know, it's a good fun game, as I say, for Christmas time, because everybody gets it, everybody will understand it, and those who've not played games with, you know, that sort of traitor mechanic will find that really, really neat. Those people who do, as you're saying about your dad, be able to sort of tell a good tale, they'll really enjoy it. You know, yeah, nice and easy, great game, love it. There we go. I guess that kind of wraps it up. I thought that I wasn't sure whether tonight's stream was going to be a long one or not, and yet we've seemed to have filled the time, no problem.
It was going to be a very, very short one earlier.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, and it's flown by. So great. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining in on that. I really appreciate it.
All right. Good time.
Yeah, it was a good fun. Thank you to chat for getting involved. We should have. I've got another game coming from Big Potato Games. It's quite a special game. I'm very excited about it. So it's not going to be next week. It'll probably be the week after that. It'll probably be the last game we play this year. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, then not next Friday, but the Friday after, put a note in your diary. That's where you want to join on in. And I will share this game with you. It's quite unique. And maybe, hopefully, Sarah will be back with us next week for some miniature madness. We've got a miniature games to be played, so that's the plan. Right.
Very cool. Sounds very exciting.
Thank you so much, Chris. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.
And the same to you and to everyone else in the chat. Thanks, folks. I will hop out now, so Monkey can do goodbyes without me saying silly things.
Catch you later. Bye now.
Take care. Bye bye.
Okay, and so thanks to Chris and to chat for playing tonight's games. We had a great time playing Nice Buns, and we've just finished off playing Snakesss. Both of those from Big Potato Games. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I look forward to seeing you next time, but until then, bye for now.